good one here between the Cleveland Browns and the Cincinnati Bengals. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Takes it at the 7. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Back to throw, Watson. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Watson off play action. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And some room to roam now. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
11.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun again to Mixon. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at the Browns' 25. 53 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Well, this defense for the Browns, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the 1st. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. The Bengals had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener, and they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these 2 probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses.
Mixon. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Burrow, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off of play action, it's Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the 1st drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one. What is that?
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 43. Watson looks to throw again. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And this is taken in at the 5. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play.
This Bengal defense, they passed the first 2 tests. Now it's 3rd and goal. A shotgun snap for Watson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Deshaun Watson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Browns have moved out in front. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
11.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 64 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
11 mighty. 11 MT tape. 11 MT tape.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. Well, they trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
11.
In motion left goes Boyd. This time Burrow will look to throw.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Browns are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
After the interception, here's Watson. And this one is incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Watson. Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
It's a nice zone breaker right there. Take the tight end, move him out to the slot, then have him run a corner route versus the zone coverage, which means he's going to be behind the shallow coverage and ahead of the deep coverage. Put the ball right on him.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Looking deep downfield. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Anthony Schwartz.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Browns go up by 2 touchdowns.
Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now 21-7.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Here we go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
11.
Now it's Burrow. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
11 MT.
Burrow looking to pass. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11 mighty.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. The tight end in motion right.
12. 11 MT, tape.
In motion left goes Boyd.
11 MT.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th.
Well, they showed a 5-receiver set, had the backfield empty, and lined the running back out to the left. plenty for the quarterback to process both pre and post snap, but he was able to find his man, and it turns into a big play.
And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first.
So a bold call, but this drive will forge on. 1st and 10 after the 4th down conversion.
12. 11 MT tape. 11 MT tape.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow.
Open man is Chase, complete.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Here we go.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
11 Thomas.
From the 45 on 2nd down.
Burrow, and he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
11 MT tape. 11 MT tape.
In motion left goes Boyd.
11.
Throwing now. Burrow on 1st down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
11. 12. 11 mighty. 11. Stop.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. And he's gonna miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range.
Watson just beating the play clock. Being chased out left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. He's going to air one out.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
A final shot before the break. Watson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Bengals with work to do in this third quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
11 MT, 11 MT. 11.
Mixing up the middle. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
11 MT, paint. 11 MT, paint.
Back to Mixon on second down.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
86 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
I don't think anyone thought we'd see a run facing second and that long, and that element of surprise, I think, helped make that play so successful. Nice effort on that carry, and it took what seemed like second and impossible, now has him within throwing range of a first down.
11 MT, paint. 11 MT, 11 MT. 11, 11, 11, 11.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he's going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
12, 12, 12. 12, 12, 12.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. In motion left goes Boyd. They will throw on first down with Burrow. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's a give to Mixon. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 44-yard line.
11, 11, 11, Thomas. 11, 11, 11. 11, 11.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
11, 11. 12, 12, 12.
A handoff to Mixon. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
Here we go.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
11 MT, 11 MT. 12, 12, 12. 11 mighty.
Now it's Burrow.
This goes out wide for Mixon.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
They gotta go, gotta go. 12, 11 mighty, 11 mighty. Down.
First down. Here's Burrow. Touchdown.
T. Higgins.
His first touchdown of the new season.
And the Bengals are back within a score. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick.
The Browns drive about to get started.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
7 yards there and a first down. Watson off play action. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On first down, Watson. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Faking the give. Now Watson. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's going to be caught from Browns. Touchdown.
Anthony Schwartz.
30 yards.
And the Browns are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner.
New York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown, and cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Now Burrow on first down. He's got a man, complete.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Here we go, here we go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, we gotta go score. Let's go. Stop.
Now Joe Mixon, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
11 MT, hey. 11 MT, 11 MT, 11 MT. Stop.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
Here we go. 11 Thomas. 11, 11, 11, 11.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow to Mixon on the check down.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
11, 11, 11, 11.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Burrow, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bengals have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started.
Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. Well, a clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play. Set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Watson. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 42. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Always got some breathing room. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. The extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead now up to 14.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Throwing, Burrow.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Here we go.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
11.
And the tight end goes in motion left.
11.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here.
12.
In motion left goes Boyd.
11 mighty.
To throw, Burrow.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
11 MT.
Now Burrow.
And that is incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Gun. 11. 12. 11 Thomas.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot.